Look at that sun. I am properly exposed. That is the sun. This iPhone 13 Pro Max front camera is doing a great job. Back with another installment of Sam Sheffer brings you on a tour of New York City and shows you, look, it's a boosted rev. Shows you fun things to do and cool places to go. Our first destination is Central Park. I got Daron here on the Super 73 RX. Usually I don't like going up 6th Avenue, but I think it's early enough in the day where we won't hit too much traffic. Usually I take the West Side Highway, but we're going up 6th Ave. Now, right off of 6th Avenue, West 4th Street, up here, this place, Red Bamboo, is one of my favorite vegan places to eat. It's kind of expensive. I would definitely go for the buffalo wings. The sauces they have are so good. Also, check it out. It's one of the Revel Tesla Model Ys. And I should mention, everything that you're seeing in this video is shot on iPhone 13 Pro Max. And then Daron has the iPhone 13 Pro, so I'll weave in some of his shots as well. It's crazy how good, in particular, the front camera has gotten, where it's doing proper exposure, the sky and me. I've had iPhones for 10 plus years and they've never been able to do this. And for those wondering, I am shooting at 4K, 30 frames per second. All right, versatility test. The 3X does that weird audio zoom thing. 1X and then 0.5X. Ready? I'll go back to 3X. This building right here means a lot to me. This is the old Verge office. They're not here anymore. They haven't been here in a while, but I was literally standing right here. I'll put the Instagram picture on the screen of my last day at the Verge. That was in June or July of 2015. Bryant Park is arguably one of the best parks in New York City. It's located right off of 6th Ave at 41st Street. Now, if you've been watching me for a really long time, tell me if you remember Snapchat Secrets filmed right here in Bryant Park years ago. It was literally like right around this area. Throwback. So you could just sit anywhere you want. It's all public seating here. There's food to eat. There's like little mini golfing. This is some sort of stage. I think there's like, they show movies here. And then this lawn, you could just come and sit on. And yeah, it's like really close to Times Square. It's kind of uptown in my perspective, but I mean, I'm kind of biased because I worked a block away for 3-4 years, but it's nice here. Did you drive in from Florida? And the one thing about New York that is just impossible to avoid is construction. Like in the middle of 6th Ave, you just have 2 lanes closed because they're repaving the ground. It's crazy. There's always construction here. All right, we've arrived at Central Park. Now, my pro tip is if you're on something that you can ride, I would go to the entrance that's at the end of 6th Avenue. Like, this is 6th Avenue right here, and then you go right into the park from here. I'll show you on my phone. This is where I am right now. Look at how big Central Park is. It's absolutely gigantic. And what I like to do is take the trail and go all the way up to the very top of the park and then come all the way back down. And that's what we're gonna do. Some fun facts about Central Park. It is 843 acres in size. It extends 2.5 miles long and it is 1/2 mile wide. And it looks like this. How good does this look? I mean, it looks really good on the phone right now, but holy moly. And it is so stable. I mean, yeah, granted I'm rolling on a skateboard, but like, look at how stable this is. And all throughout the park, there's virtually an endless amount of places to go sit, have a picnic, lay out, chill with your friends. And if you actually ever do come through here on a bike, the first fork, you want to stay to the right to keep going. If anyone knows what this thing is, it's just straight up in the middle of the park. I've never actually like went in and went up there and like seen what the deal is with this, but like, what is this and why is this here? All right, we're coming up on the big downhill. There's really something you should know. About halfway down, you'll see it's right through, like right up there. So right in here, there's a waterfall. It's like, where am I right now? Am I in Costa Rica or am I in Central Park? It's one of my favorite little hidden gems. It's one of those things that, you know, you only know about it if you know about it, you know? It's hard to kind of just stumble upon. It's worth mentioning that all throughout the park are these just trails. And I gotta be honest, I haven't really explored them that much because I usually ride these things, but You could really get lost in here. And then just to give you an idea of geography, all the way up here now, 6th Street. Sheesh. This is Sheep's Meadow. It's absolutely gigantic in size. If you come here on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon, it's usually absolutely packed, but because it's 1:40 in the afternoon on Friday, it's pretty empty. All right, we're about back where we started at the bottom tip of Central Park. One of my favorite places to ride, obviously, but if you wanna, you can make like a whole day out of this. You know, you come get food around here, bring it to the park, have yourself a picnic, walk around, get lost. Like if you come to New York, you definitely have to see Central Park. Every so often, I find fresh pavement here in Manhattan. Look at this. It's so new that there's no lanes painted on here yet. You can just fly. Next up is something called Hudson Yards. You see all these glass buildings? So from what I understand, they spent upwards of like $8 or $10 billion building all of these buildings, and all of this construction has sprouted up in the last 5, 7, 10 years. It's all relatively new. To the right is Javits Center. It's a really famous convention hall. And then directly across the street is Hudson Yards. And the reason it's called Hudson Yards is because it's right along the Hudson River. I mean, look at this. This is an Equinox gym in this gigantic building. Like, what? And then perhaps you've heard of the Vessel, the giant shawarma, the Beehive. It's closed. This right here is a new addition to Manhattan. It's called Hudson River Park. It's technically Pier 76, as you can see. And look at what this is. It's just a gigantic, flat, empty cement pier. Like, this is easily the size of probably 1-2 football fields, I would say. This place is absolutely gigantic. I don't really understand what the point of it is, but it's really fun to ride these here. Like, it's almost as if this was designed to say, hey, skateboarders, longboarders, rollerbladers, whatever, you want a good place to learn in New York City? You come here. And what's up with the roof, the ceiling here? Could they have covered it with something so when it rains, like, is there a point to having a ceiling here? Is there plans to cover it at all? I don't know. I'm filming this video on a Friday, and on Friday, Superiority Burger, which is a place I went to in the first tour, does something called a TFT. TFT does not stand for token fungible token. It stands for tofu fried tofu. I couldn't tell you why they only do these once a week, but what I can tell you is they are absolutely delicious. Looks like I'm not first in line. I did this, and I did that. Look at the size of this ice cream. This was the coconut caramel gelato swirl, and yep, it's gonna be delicious. The only part that sucks is that the ice cream melts so fast that I have to eat it on my way home. I'm just like stopped at a light right now. And yeah, traditionally you eat dessert after you have your food, but look at this beautiful TFT sandwich. Yes, I'm back in the studio because Superiority has no indoor seating. Cheers is what you say, I guess. Salud. Thanks to the magic of editing, I am back outside. I'm in an area that some people call Two Bridges. Brooklyn Bridge over there, Manhattan Bridge over here, and then I'll do 3X. That's the Williamsburg Bridge. There's a bike lane that runs here. There's a bunch of recreational things to do. There's basketball courts. A lot of people come here to exercise and also to just sit, hang out in front of the water. I think this is a good place to end today's tour. Thank you, as always, for watching. Secondly, the official Sam Sheffer technology crew neck is now available at samsheffer.com. There is a link in the description. Thank you to everyone that has purchased one so far. And when you get it, please tag me in your photos. I really have fun making these. There's nothing like recording an entire video on an iPhone and having it come out looking very acceptable. In fact, I haven't done one of these on the Mini yet. I finally switched. This is the iPhone 13 Mini. I kind of want to film an entire video just using the Mini. And I already know I'm gonna miss the 3X. I hope you enjoyed the recommendations that I had for you today. And if you like these, I'm gonna keep making them. I'll see you in the next video.